So, so this happens like in the middle of my shift. So I had like 2 hours after this to contemplate it. This old woman with a baby, like I think obviously her grandchild or something, she's like 70. She comes up and she buys all this stuff. And the whole time she's just complaining about how she would normally not do things if she didn't have a baby. Like, this would be so much easier if I didn't have a kid. I wouldn't have to buy this. Normally I put things in this part of the cart, but I have a baby there. And normally I do it. There's like 5 things. And then so, like, when she's done getting all the stuff in her cart, she's like, normally I wouldn't have anyone take stuff out to help me with my car, but I have a baby here. So she asked for a takeout to help bring stuff to her car. And so I am the only large male in the area, so they have me do the takeout. So, which is kind of sexist, but it's always the way it works. So I help this woman bring stuff out to her car, and the first thing I noticed, well, anyways, the whole time I'm going out to the car, she's still complaining about this fucking kid. Like, obviously, she hates this baby. Like, she made like at least 5 to 6 different statements about how she would normally do things differently. Like, oh, normally after going to Walmart, I go to like some other place to finish shopping, but I can't. I have to bring the baby home. It's like just things like that, like the whole time. So she kind of gets on my nerves a little bit because it's like just fucking go drown the kid. Then like. Just get her because you obviously hate it. And so we get to her car, and the first thing I notice is that it smells like absolutely rancid when she opens the door. Like just a horrible, horrible, horrible smell. Like a rotting mouse. I don't know if you ever smelled a rotting mouse like in a basement or something. Like that smell, like just horrible.
At boarding we had a dead bird which got stuck like behind the chimney and dig.
Yeah.
I don't know what dead things smell like.
Oh my god, it's horrible. Very disgusting. And so
let me guess, dead baby.
No, there's not a dead baby. You'd have to call the police for that.
Baby in the story, isn't there?
No, so like
the baby is actually one of 2 twins, and the other twins in the car.
No, it's not that. She's generally like a sweet old woman. Like she's nice in demeanor. Like even though she's complaining about the kid, she's doing it like kind of like a sweet old womany way. If that makes any sense. She doesn't seem like she's particularly like rude or confrontational or anything. Like she seems pretty normal. Like up to this point I just thought like she was a slightly annoying old woman with a baby, but like she clearly has problems because like her car was just filled with stuff. Okay, she has to clear off like a ton of crap on the seat to fit the baby in. The whole time she's talking about, normally I would be able to put groceries here, but I have a baby with me. And so I'm serious, man. She does this.
Normally, I can go to the adult theater, but I got a baby with me.
Yeah, it was so weird. And so she clears off the seat. I'm just looking around her car, looking for a place to put the boxes. I'm going to describe some of the items I saw. Okay, so one of the items I saw was sitting on the floor was like a plate of completely eaten chicken bones. Like just like a paper plate with like fried chicken bones just sitting on it.
America.
Like just sitting there and nothing completely
God
unattended.
shed His grace on thee.
There was like probably like 10 to 15 empty bags of Lay's potato chips. Like all Lay's potato chips sitting on the floor also. There were like old woman clothes strewn everywhere. There was empty cans of something rolling around. I didn't even check what it was because it smells horrible. Like it just smells horrible. But the worst thing I saw was a plate of like half-eaten beef brisket, just not completely eaten, but half-eaten like beef something. Just sitting on a chair, and over it she has clothes on top of it. So like she just throws her fucking clothes on top of like plates of half-eaten food in her car. And like I'm trying not to gag because like it's just so fucking disgusting. And like, oh my god, she has empty cans of baby formulas and other things she has everywhere in the car. and like oh gosh, like boxes of something, like just the whole thing's filled, but there's like 2 different plates of remains of food just sitting there buried under other things with clothes on top. Like, when I say clothes on top of this, like, because this looks like meat that has some sort of sauce on it, right? Like, I would try not to look at it too hard because, like, I'm trying to unload and fit stuff in her car. There's not much room to fit stuff in. But this is horrible. Like, it's just disgusting. And, like, but from what I did catch, it was, like, meat with barbecue sauce on it or something. And but there's clothes directly on top of it. Not like a stack of clothes where the bottom cloth is touching it, but like 2 or 3 different garments that are in some way touching this exposed plate of food. and it's like, but the whole time I'm unloading things into the car, she's just like sweetly talking about like, oh, my normal routine is to go do this, and oh, but I have this
baby.
I have my kid's baby with me. And, oh, this and this and this and that, and like just like sweet old woman, and like, but I'm trying not to gag because her thing smells so fucking disgusting, and like, oh my god. So I had to I put all her stuff in her cart, and like I said, there's also a weird like, because she's one of these people like. She seems generally sweet and nice, but you constantly are wondering like if she's actually an alien who's programmed to act like a human. You know what I mean?
It's like Battlestar Galactica.
She's like really weird, like, and she's getting increasingly weird during the conversation. Like she has a front that's falling down of her humanness. Like she has like her programming starting to fail. And maybe she sensed that I was finding her car with half-eaten food all over disgusting. No, another thing I don't think I told you, there was like 2 or 3 different cans of like opened pop, and I had to move one of them to fit stuff in the floor in front of the seat, like not in the cup holder, just around. And so I don't know how they didn't fall over, but they still have, at least the one I picked up, I still had pop in it. It was like half drinking. So like, oh my god. And I think, and at the end there was a weird confrontation where it's like, all right, I think I'm done. She's like, so you're done? I'm like, yep, I think I'm done. And she says again something like, all right, so that's all? I'm like, yep, that's all. I'm gonna go now. Do you need anything else? He's like, well, thanks for helping. Do I have to do anything else? Is that all? Like, no, bye. And I just left. Like, it was, and then I went and got like a really long drink of water. I went to the bathroom and just like cleansed myself for a minute from that. It was so bad, dude.
Wait a minute, I get it now. She was flirting with you. She was trying to seduce you. She wanted a father for her baby.
Dude, that was like if it was a dog, maybe, because a dog could go in and eat all that crap.
Also, did you call CPS after this?
No, I did not. No,
You're a terrible person, you know.
I didn't catch her license plate or who she was. It's like,
Somebody didn't call the police after the drug lady tried to drive.
oh, dude.
You're endangering people.
Well, it's like
Someone could have died.
Yeah, how can you not call the police on Narco Lady?
because it was the end of my shift, I just wanted to get home.
You are a bad citizen.